The Bills are happening now. They're making it happen now. You've got the spirit, a lot of spirit, yeah. You've got the spirit, just watch it happen now. Oh, no. Do you believe? Now do you believe? These guys are good, scary good. Oh! Let's go! Let's go, Buffalo! Let's go, Buffalo! Let's go, Buffalo! Let's go, Buffalo! The Bills make me wanna shout!
Oh, welcome to this week's episode of the BWO. How's everybody today?
Another day in paradise.
Another day, another wooden nickel.
You guys, here in New York, you guys are smoking it up.
Yeah. So I'm
Oh,
inside.
I thought you. Oh, I get it. The outside. I thought you said that because the intro. I was like, oh shit, the bomb.
Yes, that's exactly why I said it. No, just kidding. So, all right, well, we'll get into it. First thing I want to bring up is, so I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you guys have seen it or seen it on NFL.com. They put a brief thing on it, but James Cook was on NFL This Morning or whatever yesterday on NFL Network, and he was talking about the new coaches and everything and the expectations. And I think the one thing he said perfectly, and I agree 100%, you can put whatever coaches you want out there. The talent on this team should be having us in the Super Bowl, and if we don't get there, it's on the players, is what he said. I agree 100%. What do you
I
guys
agree
think?
100% too. It hasn't changed any different yet. I mean, maybe bringing in Joe Brady might do something. In my personal opinion, again, I know we'll get some haters. I think Brandon Beane's the issue. We'll find out. Maybe not. But like Cook said, at this point, he's been on the team for a few years. He's been in the locker room, a couple, different offensive styles and players and whatnot. So I think I'd kind of like, there's a few guys on that team that if they said something, I'd listen to what they had to say, and he's one of them. So I kind of get it.
I agree to disagree. And the reason why I say that is one reason. I will agree if Josh is allowed to call his own plays. If not, they have no say on what the play's called. So it's not on the players. Because if you run a prevent with 13 seconds left, look what happens.
Well, and the stuff that he's saying, like he even mentioned about, he says it feels like a completely different atmosphere this year with Joe Brady. He's like, he brings an energy that he's like, I haven't seen this type of energy since I was in college. And remember, he came from Georgia, where during the time when Georgia was consistently winning national titles. So the thing that scares me on this is the same guy that's now our head coach that was our offensive coordinator last year that kept calling for screen passes when if you were going to do that and you involved James Cook, you were successful. When you didn't involve James Cook, you weren't successful. So you kept doing the same thing over and over again, and it just didn't work. And then, when you were running the ball, James Cook was killing it, and then the next play you pull him out and go for something. It's like, no, keep running the ball down their throat. It's working. And then they would occasionally throw Ty Johnson or Ray Davis in there, and they would get positive yards. Like, keep the running game going. Look, as much as we want Josh Allen to get his numbers, I want the wins more than that at this point.
Yeah. I think my biggest concern with Joe Brady is he's more of a buddy coach. We saw what happened with Mike McDaniel. Buddy coach. I don't want to see that for us. So I'm hoping that that's not the case and they have a little bit more respect for him, and don't we don't end up like the Dolphins did because of the coaching situation. So
Well,
that's like my biggest issue that I have.
Y'all come fucking tell me I was sitting here shiny as a bitch.
Who else was the buddy coach that, look, I think if he had a GM that was on the same page as him, I'm not saying it would have been a Super Bowl team, but I think there could have been some success, and that was Rex Ryan. I just with him and the GM weren't getting along from the very beginning, and that was Doug Whaley. It was never going to work with Rex Ryan. Let's just call it what it is.
I'm just afraid of the outcome if it gets to that point. You know what I mean? Because we saw what happened,
right?
with the last known buddy with the player coach.
The only thing that's going in Joe Brady's favor in this whole situation is the fact that he is familiar with this team and the team is familiar with him. Mm-hmm. So it's not, even though it's a new coach, you know how this guy operates and he knows these players. It's not like for example, the Baltimore Ravens. Look, I get why there's a lot of criticism on the Ravens going into this year. This is they have a new head coach for the first time in 18 years. The guy does not know that team and it's a brand new system. I'm not saying that Lamar Jackson, I mean, he's talented enough. They'll figure it out. But don't be surprised if the Baltimore Ravens come out flat in the very beginning because it's a whole new experience. This shouldn't happen with Joe Brady. You know these players. So
I feel our defense may come out flat just because of the new scheme with a new coach.
Yeah.
There's a lot of unknowns there. Now, am I saying that we're going to look terrible? No, I'm just saying we're not going to look like, everybody has these high expectations, and the first few games, I don't see that playing out. We have to learn this scheme. The only time you're going to learn it is by playing it at full speed. We know during the preseason, starters may get a quarter. They're not going to get a lot of play time with this new scheme. It's a big change from the last scheme that we're in. So I think that that's going to play, pivotal in the first maybe 2-3 games. And then we're going to start seeing a lot more production out of the defense once they get that scheme and, they understand their role within that scheme.
Well, I also feel like we got to, at least with the defense, look, I believe in Leonard as our defensive coordinator. I think he's going to bring in one hell of a scheme. But we also have to, pull back our expectations on the defense, in my opinion, a little bit, because the one thing that nobody wants to talk about, the biggest elephant in the room, we got a lot of young, inexperienced players on that team that can turn into something, but it's going to be up to him to get them there. So if we're not off, if, the first 2 games of the season, they look, you understand, there's only 3 preseason games. Week 1 is pretty much a hybrid of a regular season game and a preseason game. So it's what do we look like towards the end of the year, towards the playoff run? That's where I'm looking more towards.
Yep.
And, like I said, but we all know how this is going to go. We all know how the Bills Mafia is. The minute they lose the first game they lose, you're going to see it all over social media.
We'll go 0-1, man, and it's over. Watch us go 0. I hope. I mean, I don't hope.
Allen's a bum all over the internet.
Watch us go 0-3, and then end like 14-3, 12, like what, 12-5, whatever. But that's
if you're gonna lose 3 games, you might as well do it early in the season.
Right, and that's when it's gonna happen. Like you guys said, it's a new team. Even I have to keep reminding myself, like Spartan said, I have high expectations, and I'm like, nah, why can't still John? It doesn't matter who. It's still a new coaches, new teams, play sets, new all that. I mean, I hope they come out and start fucking slinging it and just click and get it right.
So he brings it up.
Share that John Roberts.
What is your first
impression on Quentin Skinner?
Warm body.
Can I go first? Can I go first, Corey, before you have your stats? Because I know you got your stats.
Yeah, go ahead.
And Corey's going to elaborate more on what I'm going to say. This is just another safe, typical Brandon Beane move lately. Nothing stands out. Great. It's just another body, another person add to the depth chart.
Right.
Go ahead, Corey.
So I see, John, you said rumor is Quentin can play special teams, was signed to play special teams. That's what I'm thinking. He might be a returner. Maybe if he can prove something in this offseason, he'll see some field time. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, like any other player, he's got, a good game here or there, 4 passes, 100 yards, whatever. But like we were talking about before, he finished his college career with Kansas from 2021 to 2024. So 3 seasons, 4 seasons with 80 catches for 1,500 yards, 11 touchdowns. So, in 50 games, he got 1,500 yards, which solid receivers get in a season. But the one good thing that does stand out, he averaged 19.8 yards a catch. So he's averaging 20 yards a catch. So the kid, other than that, like I said, it's just like Pat said, it's basic. And he hauled 29 passes for 500 yards. Nothing crazy. 26 for 400, 26 catches for 440 in 2022. Besides a few games here and there, I don't see anything. Like you said, I think he just brought him in. He's 6'3", 200 pounds. So maybe he's a speedy guy. I'll have to look up his 40 time and all that. I don't really see that here. But other than that, yeah, I think he's just going to be a returner or something like that. Or like you said, Bean has a thing about bringing guys in the offseason, signing a bunch of cheap guys that might turn out to be something, and he's just one of them. Nothing. I don't think it's any splash move.
Well, I think he's going to be a practice squad guy because I think our 2 returners are going to be obviously Ray Davis, and the other one's going to be Skylar Bell. Because Skylar Bell is a rookie. He's going to have limited play, but he will still play on the offense. But they're going to utilize him on return. So he's going to be our second return man. So we're not going to sign a third return man to the roster. He's going to be a practice squad in case somebody gets hurt. We can bring him up, move Skylar Bell. Or if Coleman doesn't pan out, we can move Skylar Bell into that position, see how he does, bring this guy up to be the returner. So that's how I feel this.
A 4.5 140, yeah, that's nothing. That's decent. It's nothing impressive. So
John Roberts also brings up, I think Greg Rousseau steps up and has more sacks. My take on Greg Rousseau, let's just call it what it is. I don't care what his numbers are, but let's be honest. This is the year he either needs to step up or get the hell out of here. Because I'm sorry, we've said it before on the show, and it seems to be a recurring theme for us to say.
Same thing every year.
We talk like, oh, he's a big dude. Oh, he's a scary dude. Great. It needs to start correlating on the field, and it hasn't. Or it's not consistent. You'll see it every so often, but then it goes away for several games. It's like, dude, we need you. If you're going to be this big body guy, be the big body scary guy.
And if he's not gonna get the sacks, at least be the reason someone else gets it.
Right. That's the thing. It's like he's not turned out to be this monster that we've see that he has the potential to be. Again, you see glimpses of it, but it's not enough. So it's like, look, again, I don't want to sound like we're complaining all the time, but let's be honest. For a guy like him, it's put up or shut up time.
Yeah,
I'll say the same thing for Ed Oliver.
Yep, like you said, Ed's shown he's had a couple seasons where he's done good, but lately it's been the same thing the last few seasons, injuries, and I understand that, but still, every season since he's came here has been like he needs to show up or that's it. And I'm hoping with this new defense, I think he will, but I don't know where else you can do at this point with the guy. It's hopefully switching around to the new defense helps him and Ed out a lot. I think maybe they understand they're getting Ed's getting toward the high end of his career, so it's got to be now. Also, like John said, Brad Chubb coming in, he'll be a leader a little bit, like the veteran style, help out a little, but Hopefully that'll fuel him up enough, I guess.
Well, the one guy I think I'm curious to see what he does. And again, we know he's a friend of our show. He's been on our show and he's got a shirt. But Dwayne Carter, look, I don't think we've ever truly seen what that kid is truly capable of. I mean,
Played one preseason game.
right, well,
Yeah.
yeah, and then last year he was about ready. He didn't. I don't even think he made the preseason before he tore his Achilles. It was like all of a sudden out, and there was no big commotion on it. And all of a sudden, we just hear a report: Dwayne Carter tears his Achilles. I'm like, what? When did this happen? So, but he has said that he is. I've heard interviews with him where he says he's good. He should be available for week 1. He's like, as there's no major setbacks. He's like, I completely trust the ankle since the surgery, which is the number one hurdle that a lot of these athletes got to get over when they have these injuries. So
He was killing it at that charity softball game. When I talked to him, same thing. Like, I mean, he was jogging, running the bases. There was no hiccup in his step, anything. He was feeling and he looked great.
Oh, and real quick, did you guys happen to see the thing that was going around on Facebook? The Bills have officially announced their starting quarterback for the year is Josh Allen. Well, I'm all for that.
I was waiting to see, man. I was stressing about that.
No,
I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be Kyle Allen.
is he still on the
It
team?
was going to be an Allen, but I was 50.
Dude, I really thought we were calling back Peterson.
Oh God, I'll take Stephon Diggs before Nate Peterman.
Dude,
That's right, Peterman.
I thought it was going to be JP Flossman, dude.
I'd take him over Nate
Hey,
Peterman.
man, you don't pick on the last known quarterback to wear a bandana, all right?
So
Long gone are the days of bandana quarterbacks. I wish Josh would do that for a game.
So speaking of which, we'll go over a quick little thing. So can you guys name me the top 5 quarterbacks in Bills history that have ranked 1 through 5 in touchdown passes?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen is number 2 at 212. He should be number 1 at the end of this year.
Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly is number 1 at 237.
JP Lossman.
No.
Oh.
There is, however,
Doug Flutie.
there is a drought era quarterback that did make the list. And
Repeat the end of the question. I froze.
who are the top 5 Bills quarterbacks in passing touchdowns total?
He froze again. He froze again.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Doug Flutie.
No.
No.
What was the end of the question? 5 quarterbacks?
5
Drew
Bills quarterbacks that lead the Bills in passing touchdowns.
Fitzmagic.
Drew Bledsoe is number 5 at 80.
Josh Allen.
Who'd you say, Spartan?
Fitzmagic.
No.
What?
Drew Bledsoe's the only drought quarterback on that list.
It's Drew, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's number 2.
Then it's got to be.
Josh Allen will be number 1 by the end of the year.
You said Doug Flutie's not on there, right?
Doug Flutie is not on there, no.
Then Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly is number 1.
Who was the quarterback in the
Frank
70s?
Reich.
Joe Cribbs or whatever?
No.
You're right with Joe.
Joe Cribbs.
Ferguson.
And then Joe Ferguson. Yep.
And Joe Ferguson is number 3. You're missing number 4.
We're missing one still? Holy fuck.
I'll give you a hint. He is the only quarterback to win a championship for the Buffalo Bills.
Tyrod Taylor?
No, this is the 60s now.
Yeah, not
yeah.
I don't even know. I wasn't alive then.
Okay. He also ran for Congress at one point. Jack Kemp.
Why did I do that one? No, I already said Ferguson. I mean, he was number 3, right?
Ferguson was number 3, yep.
I'm surprised Fitzmagic is not on that fucking list.
No.
What's scary about it is Drew Bledsoe made number 5, and he only played, 3 seasons for the Bills? And he played on a really bad drought team to start the drought.
I will tell you this. The first time Bledsoe took the field, I was pissed because obviously he was a Patriot before, so I was pissed. But that fucking hit that he laid, his first fucking play, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, bro, I love you. I love you. He leveled that motherfucker, dude. I said, hell yeah, way to throw a block.
Yeah.
Plus, he beat the Patriots in that game 31-0, which
Yeah.
that was during the Brady Belichick era. So we were pretty happy about that.
Yeah. I
Then they
mean,
came back.
that hit though, man. Like I still remember that fucking play.
Those
He was
jerseys,
coming
though, were still
around.
one of the worst jerseys we ever had. Dog ass, fucking ugly as fuck, navy blue.
I think the design was spot on. I just don't think
Yeah.
they used the right. If they use the colors, today's colors with that jersey, I think it works.
Yeah.
But all right. So I told Spartan we would do this little thing, and I told you in the group. It's called "Who Am I?" I will give 6 facts. After each fact, you can try and guess who the player is. They are both Buffalo Bills players. By the time I get to fact number 4, it's going to pretty much give it away who they are. So, and I gave Spartan a hint. One of them is a pre-drought player. One of them is a guy that played in the drought. So the first player of Who Am I? Guy was born and raised in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. You don't have to, if you don't know, I can go to the next fact. Okay. He played for the Bills from 1992 to 2000.
Aaron Schobel.
No.
I just tried to pick a weird last name that might have been Canadian or something. I tried to pick something.
But Schobel was definitely not with the team in 92.
I didn't know when he started.
Third one? Okay. Teams that he played for: Tampa, Buffalo, San Diego, the Giants, and then finished his career with the Toronto Argonauts.
Terrell Owens? No,
I
he
don't
didn't.
know. The only one I know that ever played for the Argonauts was Rahib Ismail,
play that one.
the Rocket from Notre Dame.
Cool.
Okay, I'll give you fact number 4, which I said this will be the one that starts giving away. He is the current all-time leading scorer for the Buffalo Bills.
Steve Christie. Or
Steve Christie,
yeah.
yeah.
Steve Christie.
I didn't
Fact-
know he played for the Argonauts.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think he did that just because, he's from Canada and everything. But all right. So the next one. This is the drought era player. First fact is he is from Shakers Heights, Ohio. I know you're not. Fact number 2. He played for the Bills from 2001 to 2006.
01 to 06. Okay.
Fact number 3. He played for the Bills, the 49ers, and the Bengals. Fact number 4. That's
Frank
gonna
Gore?
no.
No,
Fact
he-
number 4 that's going to give it away. I am known for almost killing Tom Brady.
Oh, fuck. The quarterback.
Nah.
The quarterback. What the fuck is his name? The hit. Nate Clement.
Isn't it
Nate
Clemens?
Clemens.
Nate Clemens. I thought I was like Nate. Fucking.
Nate
When Tom
Clemens.
Brady's like, dude, the hardest
I know
hit
he's
ever was in
still so
Buffalo.
bad.
I knew as soon as I gave that fact, I'm like, that's it. It's going to be over. They're going to know who he is.
I was like, dude, I don't even fucking know, man.
The
Like,
Bengals thing was throwing me off. I'm like, who the fuck did we have that played for them? That's why I was like, maybe Gore hit him for a season or something.
I remember him playing for the Bengals. The thing is, I don't remember him playing for the Niners. But
it wouldn't have been Gore because Gore didn't play for us in 01.
Yeah, I know.
That's where I was like, okay, so it was around the time I came back to the area to be a recruiter. And I was trying to like place it into there, but I mean, Tom Brady still talks about fucking feeling that hit. Like every time he sees that fucking video, he still feels the hit.
oh yeah, well, Like I said, still one of the best looking hits I've ever seen in the NFL.
Yeah. I will tell you this. I give Brady a lot of credit because that dude got right the fuck up.
I
Like,
still don't know how.
yeah, I have no clue because he should have been knocked the fuck out. He should have, the bell should have been ringing and no one was there to answer.
Oh, I guarantee he had a concussion after that.
Yeah.
It's just you didn't have all the rules where they pulled people off the field for concussions, which
No, because that
I
was a
wanna
head hit.
I want to talk a little bit about that. I know there's rumblings about it, and obviously it's not going to get put in play this year. I think it should. I think they should have a special league owners meeting to discuss it. But especially with seeing the stuff with Chris Johnson and the ALS, there has to be a correlation to players in their late 30s, early 40s getting ALS coming off of football due to concussions. I think they need, just like they have like the independent dude that sits up in New York and can call certain penalties rather than the officials calling it. I think the NFL needs to have a guy that his sole job is to watch certain hits. He says, "Listen, I know you don't think anything of it. Get that guy in the locker room, get him in for concussion protocol." I think you're going to save a lot of NFL players if somebody just is not affiliated with the team, is not technically involved in the game, makes that decision. I get it's going to suck if all of a sudden they tell you, Josh Allen, you're out of the game until you go to concussion protocol. But if it means he gets to play and stay around and keeps his head on his shoulders, I'm fine with it. I don't want to see any more issues where a guy gets hit and ends up like Tua with the gangster sign hands and has no idea where he's at.
Yeah. And bullshit that you say that your fucking goddamn neck hurt, but you grab the top of your fucking head. Don't tell me that. Like,
He said his back hurt.
or his back hurt. Yeah, and he's grabbing his fucking head. I'm sorry. If my foot hurts, I don't grab my elbow.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the same thing with a couple of weeks.
Well, you're old, so you might, bro.
2 seasons ago when you saw Josh Allen just literally, you knew he was out cold,
Yeah.
and he said he had an ankle injury. Dude, you were out cold. That's not an ankle injury.
Right.
But
Like, I respect the toughness, but also like, and I mean, I get it. When you love something and care about something and have a passion for something like that. Yeah, I get it. Same thing with Tua, but also like, bro, you have family, you have kids, you have like, dude, you got it. That's why I wonder, because Allen is smart, and I mean, he gets in the moment and gets excited and gets hyped. Like, he's like me. You have to be like, yo, Corey, calm the fuck down, take a breath, dude, chill. Like, so I think having the kid is gonna like teach him more of that, like, levelness. Like, he'll be calm more and not have to deal with and not have to hopefully realize, like, utilize your weapons.
I think the kid's going to be more motivation for him to win a Super Bowl.
yeah. So here's my theory. And we had a discussion last night on the K-Gun about it. And I said something. And then I thought about it all today. And I thought of it in a different light. Like, completely different light. So, to your point, Corey, okay, you love that, you know, these players have love and passion for the game. They'll do anything to be on the field, right? Think of it like a soldier.
No, I know. I froze.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I froze. I went off on the whole thing. I was like, oh, damn, I froze like a motherfucker.
Just like a soldier, right? Like, we're trained to do something. We do it. In the heat of combat, we do things that we wouldn't normally do. We run into the line of fire. We run towards the sound of fire.
That's a lie. Not everybody does that.
I'm just saying. I know, because there's people who fucking cower in the foxhole. All right. But at the same time, like, we are trained to run towards the fire, right? We're not trained to run away from gunfire. We run towards it. We ambush the enemy. So, looking at it like a vet now, regardless whether I have a family or not, I'm going to do what I need to do to survive, to win, to fight another day. It's inbred in them since they're kids to win these games. So I get having a kid, but now he has another reason to be the man, to give his kid something to be proud of.
he'll mature more. He's not going to take he'll take
mature,
a lot of those
I
crazy risks,
guarantee.
but he's not going to do a
I
lot of.
guarantee he's
won't
still
do
going to
anything,
do
though.
some of that hero bullshit because he's going to be like, man, when you were a little girl, this is what I did.
He's got to mature, though, into respect, whereas last year he was too scared to rely on his teammates. He needs to start relying on them more and sling the ball down the field and pass the ball and trust the running game and realize that he doesn't have to do it all. Even though he does, he doesn't.
But at the same time, I think when you know, what do they call it when the iron fucking meets the fucking iron or whatever the fuck it is?
Iron, sharpen iron.
Yeah, like it's gonna be fucking Josh
You
Allen.
trying to say when the rubber meets the road,
Yeah, there you go.
you get down to brass tacks.
There you go. Yeah, there.
When the lights come on and the fucking noise is going and the crowd is like, wow, and Josh Allen throws up like he does every time before the game.
He's gonna be like,
he'll think of that little girl. He'll think of that little girl with his mom and be like, you know what? But then he'll also be like, I got to bring home something for that little girl to remember Daddy by. So
that's what I'm saying.
that'll
So
also make it so crazy.
that cape is going to be on more than what we think, because I think he will take a step back. There'll be instances where he's not going to put himself on the line, but there are going to be times. Fourth and goal, dude. Think about it. From the 4, Allen's fucking running that motherfucker, dude.
Yes.
I'm just saying. He's gonna be like, Coach, put it on my. He's gonna turn into fucking Joey Flacco or whatever is it, Felco. He's gonna turn into Felco from fucking The Replacements.
Adam must be still hurt from the chicken wing challenge he lost to Daddy, because that comment makes no goddamn sense. Because isn't Cook still not even on the team? First of all,
he was talking about last season.
Oh, yeah. I was like, Cooks ain't even on the team, Playboy.
Yeah.
Oh, he said had no receivers. I thought he said has. I was like, timeout now, timeout. Them wings are still rotting your brain. What about Khalil Shakir? He was there last year.
But he wasn't.
Josh just had no faith, and a lot of that came from not having anybody. But still, he's got to trust whoever he does have too, though.
Yeah, but I mean, Shakir wasn't the same Shakir he was that season before. That season before, that was Shakir's highlight season. And last year, he didn't play to that level again. Again, it was probably because he didn't get the ball thrown as often, but we didn't see that same Shakir last year that we saw the year before.
Or we got to call a spade a spade. Shakir's not a down the field wide receiver. He is a slot receiver.
Yeah.
He didn't play anywhere near as the way he should have been played like last year. That's why he had he was way better before that.
Yeah,
last year he was expected to be like a number one.
That's the other issue I have with the receiving crew that we have. We have too many slot receivers. Coleman is a slot receiver. He's not a 1 or a 2. He is a slot. And then you have Skylar Bell, who is a slot.
That's all we have is slot receivers. That's what we like in Buffalo.
But that's the problem. We have too many slots and we don't have any 1s and 2s. We need 1s and 2s.
We have a number 2. His name is DJ Moore.
Now we do, but we need a number 1.
We had a bunch of 2s last year. They were hurt. Palmer, fucking, who's that other scrub bum-ass motherfucker who's that one fat? Curtis Samuel. Everyone's like, oh, when he's on the field, he does so good. The motherfucker played 1 game all year, every fucking year. He's a bum, dude. Brandon Beane is a fucking crusty piece of shit ass GM that needs to just walk down the fucking road, bro, and go on somewhere the fuck else, bro.
People bring up Joshua Palmer. Let me ask you both a quick question. What's the difference between what Joshua Palmer did last year with the Bills versus the entire time he was with the Chargers?
Nothing.
Right. Always hurt. Maybe he plays 5 games a year. What was everybody's and I did it. I fell into the trap. I'm like, yeah, maybe it'll be different with him this year. Came in and did exactly what he did with the Chargers.
He can't stay healthy. If he could have stayed healthy, he might have made an impact, but the problem is he can't stay healthy.
See, Now you're saying what every single Chargers player or fan
Yeah.
said when the Bills signed him in free agency last year. You know, the guy has the potential to be really good. Just can't stay on the field. So you know what? You can have him.
Same thing we're doing with DJ Moore this year. Not trying to take anything away from it. Dude has potential to be a number one wide receiver. He just hasn't had the right team yet. Like, are you sure?
I mean, the last time DJ Moore was truly a number one was when Cam Newton was playing.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, honestly, like with DJ Moore, like he had a lot of talent surrounding him, so he didn't get the ball as often. I will give it to him on that one. He didn't see a lot of receptions, a lot of passes thrown in his general vicinity because of the room that they surrounded him with.
Yeah.
Here we don't have anybody. Like, I mean, we have a couple, like I said, we have a couple slots. We have a couple tight ends. We have a running back who can catch.
Because we trade away potential first-round picks to get somebody just to get 7 picks in the 9th round of this fucking draft in Canada, bro. But we got 100 picks, though.
Instead of selling like 2 first-round picks back-to-back years and going for somebody big.
Right. We got three starting tight ends in the NFL on one team. Dawson Knox, Dalton Kincaid, and God damn, all their names sound the fucking same. And Jackson Hawes. Why the fuck are we not keeping the rookie boy on fucking contract? Why the fuck are we not keeping Dalton Kincaid, who, yes, he got hurt last year, but can also play like a receiver and fits in our style offense? And I love Knox. Don't get me wrong. He's a big name. He's solid. He's going for the most yards, touchdowns, whatever in Bills history. Cool. I love you, big dog. I love you. But why are we trading one of them motherfuckers like Knox, who, sorry, but you fall last on the 3? Why don't we get rid of you and a couple of them draft picks and move up in the draft? Rather than fucking trade and go back and get 700 picks in round 500.
So you brought it up, Corey. May I ask you a question? Who is the number one receiving tight end in Bills history?
Isn't it still fucking fuck is his last name?
It's a lot of letters.
Isn't it Puzzlesny or whatever the fuck it is?
Paul Puzzlesny.
Or not fucking Puzzle, fucking the letter thing. What the fuck is his name?
Starts with an M. His
With
last
an M?
name starts with an M.
That's not who I'm thinking of.
Pat knows.
I don't.
Pete Metzelaars.
Oh, that's right.
Who?
Pete Metzelaars.
Oh, yeah, that's not who I was thinking of.
That's not
Look, there's 2 reasons why I think Dawson Knox is still on the team. The number one and major reason is I think Josh Allen has pretty much probably said, I need this guy here, and didn't want to see him go. And if that's the case, hey, I'm going to give my QB1 guys he wants to on the team. If he wants Dawson Knox stays. The number 2 reason I think, I don't think Brandon Beane was truly happy with any of the offers he got for Dawson Knox to pull the trade off. I think he was looking for a number 1 wide receiver like a Justin Jefferson or a Marvin Harrison Jr. as a package deal with Dawson Knox, and I don't think it happened. So that's one thing I will say about Brandon Beane. If the trade doesn't make sense to him, he doesn't do it. And that's one thing I will say that he's done right, is don't just trade just to make the trade. You know, it has to make sense. It has to be right. And it has to be aligned with both, not necessarily both teams, but it has to benefit the Bills. If it doesn't benefit us in the trade, what's the point of doing it? Like I said, I think the number 1 reason why Dawson Knox is still here, I think is number 17 is saying, I need this guy here.
You got Adam Barasco throwing some drunk fucking comments up. Just throws out Eric Bold's name in a tight end conversation.
Right, what is it? I love Bell like Spartan, but this is a lot to put on the plate. I think he just would be great in his offense. Spartan hit on it. Bro, why don't you fucking pop some fucking Spartan dick, Adam?
No, look at the last one. We were talking tight ends, and he just types out Eric Mold.
Right. We've only got a second for more. Eric Molds.
Well, I mean, no offense, but Corey said Paul Posluszny, and that's not even close to the offense.
The letter when fucking Spartan was like, there's a bunch of letters. That's why I was like, oh, Posluszny with all the fucking letters, bro. You got Tyler McBride. Why do the Bills want fucking Knox then? We got fucking Dalton Kincaid. We got Jackson Hawes.
That was one thing we forgot to ask Terrell last week when he was on. All the players that he got to meet. One of the guys that was on stage presenting, I think he presented for the Jags and everything, was Paul Posluszny.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been cool to see him. You know, I know the guy, he didn't leave Buffalo in a bad way. He simply left for, the Jags made him an offer. Bills just said, you're not the way you were with the injuries and everything, you weren't worth paying you, which I agreed. And then he went and became really, really good with the Jags. Sucks, but I agreed at the time not to overpay for a guy like that's injury prone. You know, the one time we actually learned our lesson with that.
Yep.
So I want to bring it up real quick. I know we kind of going backwards a little bit, but going back to the James Cook talk about how the players have to step up this year. I think we mentioned Greg Rousseau on the defense, but who offensively? Everyone's going to pick a wide receiver, but who offensively needs to step up and actually be the reason why the team is still going to hump? We know Josh Allen is capable of doing it. We know James Cook is capable of doing it. But who else on the team has to be the guy? So we don't have to rely on Allen.
I totally missed that. I'm hearing like a weird tunnel on my end.
Got us on speakerphone again.
Turn your hearing aid up.
Not that. I can hear you just fine.
So
No, that's not the speakerphone.
Yeah.
It goes away when you freeze it.
Oh.
But
yeah, it's probably the stupid thing.
That's all right.
Oh, you know what it is? It's probably the AC and the fan going. I literally was like, oh yeah, there's a fan right above my head.
So the question was, what player offensively, outside of Josh Allen, you can pick wide receivers all you want, offensively needs to step up and be the third person to help get us over the hump?
Kincaid needs to stay healthy. If we can run more of the double tight, that will take some pressure off the receivers we have. And it opens up the run game. We can run that double tight and run or pass off of that. So it'll keep the defensive guessing. And if we can keep him in there, we know he's a good blocker as well as a good catcher. So we'll have a dual threat if we can have him and Knox in there at the same time, or even rotate Hawes in that rotation as well. So, but he needs to stay healthy this year, I think.
Corey, who you got?
I think Coleman. Like everyone's like hooked on DJ Moore and wants to see him. Like I get that. Like yeah, he'll have his plays, he'll do his stuff, but Coleman, man, you're the next longest besides like Shakir, I believe, receiver on this team. Like that step up, man. It's time.
The guy I'm going to pick, and yeah, I'm going to stick with the wide receiver. I'm taking DJ Moore. Look, you're coming in. Everybody's got this huge expectations on you, which I'm still saying, look, I'm not saying you're not going to be good, but for people to sit there and believe that you're going to be this out-of-the-world number one player and you're the difference maker for us wide receiver-wise, you need to step up and prove it. Pretty simple. I don't think you can do it when it's just you. I do think the Bills need to sign a veteran, like bring back Brandon Cook. Now I think they're waiting until training camp to do so. You got about $10 million in the cap, and I know they like to go into the season with about $8 million. Brandon Cooks ain't going to really cost you any more than $2 million in the cap hit. Coming in as a veteran, end of his career, and look, that guy did amazing with the Bills towards the end of the season. Other than the catch at the end of the playoff game that should have been a catch or an incomplete pass, not an interception, but yeah. So I think the guy that needs to step up is DJ Moore. Now, if we went the tight end route, I like going that route, but I think it's Dawson Knox and Jackson Haas that has to step up. Jackson Haas did amazing last year, but he needs to keep that level and he needs to take the next step forward. But those two need to prove, number one, as you said, Knox needs to prove why we re-signed him, and two, in the event Kincaid goes down, one of those two have to be able to say, listen, even if Kincaid goes down, they can take that spot and still be, and we can still be fine as the number one guy. So I think one of those two needs to make a step forward in the event that Kincaid gets hurt, because let's be honest, Kincaid's going to get hurt. It's just a matter of when.
Mm-hmm. So I have an interesting question for y'all.
Yeah.
So I saw a thing. It was a while ago. I saw it, and I've been mulling over talking about it.
Mullen.
So, not Rob.
Don't stroke out on us.
Yeah. So if you look at every other league in professional sports, their free agency opens up before the draft. Like all this stuff happens before the draft, and then you draft what you need based off of what you've already signed. Do you think that is a good idea that the NFL tries to do?
Well, free agency opens almost a month before the draft.
Or not, I'm thinking something else.
You want the draft to happen before free agency?
No, I want. So a lot of people. I'm probably all fucked. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think about this shit. That's why it's probably taking me so long to think about this, because I'm fucking fucked up.
Martin over there hitting the weed pen on the thing. No, I know.
Or the trade deadline. Trade deadline.
Oh yeah, because you're talking like the NHL, where they had a trade deadline at a certain time. You could trade before the draft, but you were cut off. It's not the actual trade deadline; it's the trade deadline. Yeah, you know what?
Kind of like that way you can make some moves, and then pick based on your needs. Because right now we pick best available pretty much based off what we need, and then we go to trade after the trade deadlines after the fact, and we're just grabbing straws.
Well, so like I said,
I was thinking of. I'm sorry, I totally fucked that up.
It technically now has two trade deadlines. You have free agency right before the draft, and then you have from free agency till like I think the day before the draft, you can make a trade. That's when it cuts off, and then after the draft, you can start trading again.
Yeah,
I kind of agree with that. But how does that work if you're trading during the draft? Because if you notice, there were no in the NHL. There was no trades during the draft.
I mean, I'm just saying. I think it's going to help you pick your team better, because you're going to know what you need more than what you do going into the draft. Because the draft is a bunch of unknowns.
Yes,
you can draft here. We'll just say Johnny Football, right? Draft Johnny Football, and Johnny Football doesn't pan out the way that you expect him to pan out.
Well, I mean, in his defense, it was the Browns that picked him, so
it was. But you get what I'm saying, right? So you literally spend the bank on Johnny Football, going, he's gonna save us. He doesn't pan out. Now what you got? Now you ain't got shit for anything that you can trade, because you don't have any money.
Yeah.
You know, so like again, opening up that trade, even if it's a small window where they can make some moves of players that will be key components. I know for Eric over here
Hey, you've been drafted apparently.
using my government name over here. Um,
Ladies and gentlemen, with the first pack in the gay football league.
Hey,
Corey
you were the first,
T.
hey, I think you should be honored. You were the #1 pick.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys talked about it yesterday on the K Gun report about having, a draft of podcasters. Look at that, Spartan. You were the #1 pick.
yeah.
In the gay football league.
But
So-
I mean, that's just my take. Like, I think that even if they try it for a year or two, just to see how it plays out. I mean, we did see, like you said, in the NHL draft, there were no trades. But does there have to be a trade? There doesn't have to be. If you can get your player ahead of time, why spend the house?
I agree.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
One of the comments here was from Adam. Wow, Pat hates Kincaid. I don't hate Kincaid. I'm just being realistic here. Look, the guy gets injured every year. I mean, it's the
It
same
starts off great, like leading the league in something, and then
every year. It's a different injury. And look, I hope he doesn't get injured. But let's be honest. If I had to put if you were doing one of those parlay bets where you're betting on some weird thing that's going to happen, I'm putting money that at some point Kincaid is going to get hurt.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's nothing serious, but look,
he's got a big upper frame, and his legs are not big enough to hold his frame. Like you try to make those cuts and stuff.
He's put on a little bit of weight in his legs this year, but
he did at that home run derby. Man, he looked great. Like I know he won the derby and all, but I'm not trying to sound like weird. His calves were freaking huge, bro. Like insanely huge.
The injury was coming off the year before. Last year, he couldn't really do a whole lot of leg work out with that injury. So
yeah,
and
you can tell he lost all that weight. So I think he put it back on.
And then I think Eric's going to get thrown off of Facebook because he says I'm not wrong at all. I don't know what I'm not wrong about, but you probably can't say that I'm not wrong because some people get mad about that. Or if you put on there you're wrong, that then you got the
How
chat
dare
police.
you speak? How dare you speak without being spoken to, peasant?
You get the chat police that show up. Well, you can't do that.
Chat police. I'm gonna start using that. I like that.
Yep.
I'm gonna make a thing for that.
Spartan's like, he lost me for a minute. It's because my mind's all on this stupid Fun 101, Eric. Okay, these vendors got me all messed up.
It's all the smoke from Canada.
No, it's these stupid vendors who I had to show them how to fucking install goddamn tile. The GC didn't even know how to install tile. He was only there 4 days longer than the rest of the
That's why he's the GC, bud, because he went just like officers. It's because he went to school.
Yeah. No, if he went to school, he went to dumbass university.
Adam, Pat is not wrong, first of all. Second of all, in order to comment on our show, you have to text me and ask permission first until you can beat me in a wing challenge, bro.
Oh.
I need a text that says, Daddy, can I please comment on your podcast? No, my son.
The sauce is still in the freezer, boys.
Well, again, you got to be careful.
Hey, I'll be down in Buffalo all weekend, Adam. 8 a.m. Spartan's house before we hit the fucking Mafia Con. Send it. Let's go. Wings at 8. I'll do it right then and there. Pussy, show up. Show up. Matter of fact, this is my motherfucking call out, bro. I'll be at Spartan's house Saturday morning, 6 a.m. Show up, bro. We do a wing challenge. I swear to God, wings and coffee. Whatever. Bring it. You want to do it? I'm the champ. Like I told you this whole time, you got to wait till my call out. Since you wanted to run it back, now I'm calling you out. Saturday morning, 6 a.m., wings, ass whoopings, let's go. If you a man, show up.
I just I'm all for that, but maybe you should do the challenge after Mafia Con so you can enjoy yourself.
Oh, hell nah, bro. I'm shitting all over Seneca 1.
Yeah, but then you're not enjoying yourself because then you're stuck in the bathroom there,
He's going to be Bill's brown hood,
right? So,
a hood full of shit.
does that make him Charlie Brown?
Yeah, Corey Brown.
But anyways, again, Adam, be careful putting in the chat that somebody's wrong. You get the chat police that shows up. Just saying. Careful.
Adam, just to let you know, I'm going to be up making breakfast burritos for the Mafia vets. So we're all meeting here prior to Mafia Con, having a little meeting.
I don't think Corey froze. I think he's on his way to your house now to take on Adam and the challenge. Oh, there he's back.
I got too riled up. Even my Wi-Fi was like, bro, take a break, calm down, take a breath.
However, even if it's raining, even if it's raining, we will be outside that early in the morning because my wife will be sleeping.
It looks like Adam might have accepted and then froze Corey again because he's getting all excited again.
Yeah.
Broke his Wi-Fi again.
So it will be outside, rain or shine, just because Mrs. Spartan will be sleeping and I'm not going to piss her off about football. She hates football. She lets me do what I do because I don't bother her with it.
So, all right. Well,
it's not you bothering her. It's me bothering her.
No, at 6 o'clock in the morning.
It's all gravy.
You think that at 6? Wake her up at 6 in the morning.
Terry, look, if you are watching, look, I'm about to text.
I'm fucking watching.
Hold up.
So, all right.
I'm calling. As soon as we end this live, I'm calling your wife, telling her what's up. 6 a.m. chicken wings.
Yeah, and she's going to be like, you better do that shit at the shack.
Well, before we give our final thoughts and close it out, I want to talk about our guest last week, Daryl Russell. Man, I still can't get over the fact that he gave you guys 2 tickets to join him at the Blue and Red game.
If you move back home, Pat.
How does that help me?
A package for Daryl.
He was going to give us 3, but we said we didn't need him because he don't live here.
Hey,
I have a package for him.
Yeah, man, that's amazing.
Really unexpected, and trust me, Daryl, if you're watching or you watch this later, still awesome that you did that, because otherwise, I don't think Spartan was going to the stadium anytime soon to watch a game.
Neither of us were. I'd have been out there tailgating.
I would have walked up to some tailgate. Yo, y'all got some tickets, man? I got these cheeseburgers, man.
I got these cheeseburgers, man. Bro, I would have ended up. You know what I would have done? And I'm not taking anything away from like not smart people. I would have found the drunkest, and by white girl wasted, sorry, I'm not trying to put anything on women. I would have found the drunkest white girl wasted man and or woman and just kept feeding them drinks so they passed out and been like, well, you don't need that. Yoink.
Well, now they're all digital. They don't have paper tickets no more.
I know.
The only paper tickets you get are commemorative tickets now.
Get them super weight. Like, bro, you should just like transfer me your ticket in case you get really fucked up. I'll have it for you and I can. Yeah, there you go. Keep drinking this, though. Keep drinking this.
You can order one of these.
Check out this chloroform jersey I got.
The last game at Highmark. The ticket I ordered.
There you go.
That's your ticket, right?
Yeah, this is the one that we had.
Yeah.
That's the one I ordered from them. We won 35-8.
Huh.
I spent like $35 for this.
No shit.
All right, well, we'll roll in the final thoughts real quick. So before he freezes again, Corey, we'll give you the first.
Hold on, go with me first real quick. Hurry up. No, man. Yeah, come out this weekend, Saturday, if you got nothing going on. I mean, basic tickets are only what? It's like fucking with tax. It's like $30 for a ticket to Mafia Con. Come out. They give you, I know when you.
He didn't make it.
It was a good attempt.
He comes back.
All right, Spartan, you go.
All right, I'm gonna go because Corey's frozen. So, let Corey. Oh, go ahead, Corey. Finish. Hurry up.
Lame, dude.
Hurry up.
Nah,
Hurry up.
man, yeah. Come check us out. Mafia Vets will be there. It'll be the first time all the founding members, all 6 of us, are together. So we'll have, I know we've got stickers, individual stickers. We'll all be dressed up. Come get some photos. Say hi. We'd love that shit. Like, don't be scared to come up and want to get a pic. Like I said, we got individual stickers, Mafia Vet stuff. I know on the thing, like Bill's kid, all them will be there. So come out and, I don't know, spend your money on Bill's stuff. Why not?
There you go. Spartan?
Just like Corey said, we'll be at MafiaCon. We will have not only Mafia Vet swag, but our own personal swag. So please stop us, get a picture. You don't have to be a veteran to follow our page. So please follow and support Mafia Vets. We're
$1,000 a sticker, people. Get them while they last, baby.
Is that Deadpool? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
1,500 a sticker, baby. Get them while they last. Bro, Bill's Deadpool.
So we're in the process. We're a couple weeks away from finally obtaining our 501c3, so that way we can start collecting donations. I know a lot of people have asked about it. We will provide some information once that is available. But yeah, no, come see us. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to hanging out with International Fan of the Year Daryl. All the other super fans. Monster will be there. Bill's kid. There's a lot. There's a lot going to be there. Hannah Bill. Yeah, it's just going to be a good time. Come check it out. There's going to be player signings. You can get tickets to get autographs by them. Our autographs are free. So if you want to get us to sign something, we'll sign it. I've practiced signing Buffalo Spartans. So
Don't fucking speak for me, bro. My autograph's at least $2.50. $2.50.
Monopoly money. But yeah, no, come see us. Looking forward to having everybody over prior to. We're gonna do breakfast here and then head out. We'll probably be there around like 10:30ish, 11 o'clock. So please stop us, follow the page. If you're a vet and you want to talk, we do have a vets only page. It's just for vets. We vet you before coming in. But if you have something on your mind, you can always DM one of us too. So please remember, there's always someone here. We got your 6. So yeah, that's all I got. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Yeah, so again, I know you got, again, if I was still in Buffalo, New York, I'd be thanking Daryl as well, but damn, still can't get over the fact that he gave out 2 tickets to that when he didn't even have to. And he didn't only met you guys for the second time.
Yeah.
It's crazy how, like, you step off a train and you're like, dude, I was like, Spartan, look at this guy all decked out in Bill's shit, man. And then, like, he's like, oh, yeah, I get to make – and he's like, oh, shit. It's crazy.
And then what's even funny is, Corey, you said it last week. You were like, I've already met this guy. I don't need to talk to him. And then, see, that's what happens when you say, you know what, I'm just going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So, do some housekeeping real quick. Corey, make sure you hang your internet this weekend.
I don't know. I actually could still go do it right now, I guess.
Adam, make sure.
All it is 2 screws. Boop, boop, done.
Adam, make sure you actually show up for the wing challenge and make sure you eat more than 3 wings.
3. You didn't even eat 2 last time.
Yo, after MafiaCon, bro, we could throw down. I promise you.
Yeah, I still think
Sunday.
You should do it afterwards.
Sunday. I'll be back out there Sunday. I'll be back out there Monday.
Sunday, I have a celebration of life for my uncle who passed away, so I will not be there.
Oh, shit.
So then Saturday, either before or after MafiaCon.
Yeah, that's all.
I'll be there. I'll be there Monday. Yeah. Let's go, baby. Don't worry, Daddy's back. All right.
I didn't know you went anywhere.
Exactly.
You just don't have a Kia Korean invading America anymore.
Real quick, wrestling. Obafemi, Brock Lesnar.
Seth
That
Rollins.
last night, dude, the way Brock was just laughing when because they both do the same thing. It's funny how they set up with like security guards and like whoever the big guys like Brock. He's been there before Chuck, like 9 security. So I love how they just laugh and like you can tell like this is Brock's end. Like whether he retires after this or whatever, or does eventually. I just like how fun Brock is having with this whole thing, man.
Ever since he came back with the ponytail, he's it seems like Brock is just out there having fun.
Yeah, man.
Question about wrestling. Is Chad Gable going to get his flowers?
He's going to win that match.
I think he's going to win because of his AAA match. They're going to give him his flowers because of what a show he put on.
I can see him winning because, again, not only because of that, but I think there's a lot of fans that would love to see it happen. But at the same time, I could see him losing because of how popular Penta is.
Yeah.
If
Plus, he's building some heat right now. They could get a story going for him.
And let's say he was facing Dominic Mysterio for the IC title instead. Yeah, Chad Gable's winning that thing all day long.
Yeah.
The thing is, Penta is so popular, and I just.
But you can start a feud between the two.
Oh, I agree.
A healthy feud because they respect.
Or you have it come down to them two, like have a big thing at the end, and then like Penta wins or he wins, and it's a respectful handshake thing at the end. Because both of them right now have so much fire potential for a thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're both really popular, but right now, the popularity, I have to give the edge to Penta. Penta has been one of the most exciting guys to come to WWE in the last couple of years.
I think that after that AAA match, though, I think Chad's got the edge. Because that match, like, everyone knew it was Chad Gable.
I agree.
But the amount that him and Ludwig Kaiser showed in that, like, you've seen glimpses of that potential years ago, and they never showcased them. They never used it. And
that's the thing that I have the respect for those two a lot because, and even Dominic Mysterio, like, you look at AAA in the past before it was ever bought by WWE, those guys in AAA were workhorses, regardless if they were big names in the wrestling business or people knew those. So a guy like Ludwig Kaiser or Chad Gable, who are WWE guys, they didn't have to take that seriously and go down there and do it. But they didn't look at it as if they're WWE guys going to a smaller promotion. They go, no, we have to live up to their standards. They did it. Even Dominic Mysterio has been, when he goes down there, dude has been killing it there. And then we'll talk about it real quick. Adam brought it up. We saw the vignette from Monday Night Raw. Look, I can't.
Enzo posted today too.
Can't say if it's going to be Enzo, but it does look like it's Big Cass for sure is coming back. And
Enzo did put out a post like 3 hours ago that said, "Can't wait to rejoin my boy soon." I was like, "Get the fuck, dude."
I don't know if Enzo's going to come back as a wrestler. He may come back as the mouthpiece for.
I hope he comes back as just the mouthpiece because, dude, I remember seeing some of the stuff, and I remember seeing the video with what's his name, who used to be Simon Gotch with those Von villains. He said it best. Enzo Amore had no business being in the ring. Like the injury when he hit. Oh yeah,
he is good at it.
Right.
Even the videos you see now, like his talking is amazing, but his wrestling skills are like,
right.
Sorry, dude. Like, and I know you put the work in. I know, like, I am not taking anything away from you. Like, I'm sure in a fight the dude could kick my ass, but like, he's a big dude. I get it, but like, I'm sorry, bud. You don't have it.
You can do like that role where you can have like the manager role, and then every so often you throw him in the ring. But look, there's nothing wrong with being a manager. Look at Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman has made a career out of that, and has literally become one of the, and arguably the.
Who's the one guy? He's like John Cena. He's like, "What are you doing, John Cena?" Like that guy couldn't really wrestle.
No, Morella,
right? He wasn't really that great of a wrestler either, but he was fucking good on the mic, man.
Santino was a better wrestler than people gave credit for. He was just trying to be more comedic than anything. Which, hey, you left your mark. And it's the same thing with Danhausen. Danhausen can wrestle. The
Yeah.
problem is he's going
His
up against
team
some of these bigger guys, but let's be honest, he's found his niche. He goes, look, I can do this comedic role better than I can be. Nobody's going to take me seriously as a world champion. Nobody's going to take me as a contender for that. But as a goofball wrestler that, makes people smile and laugh, absolutely. And he's crushing it. Like I said, I don't usually watch a whole lot of AEW, but I still have the clip. It's a 16-minute long video when him, John Moxley, Daniel Bryan or Brian Danielson, and William Regal in the ring, and Danhausen cursed William Regal. William Regal sold that perfectly. He did the wobbly legs and everything, and then there's Brian Danielson. Uncurse him, uncurse him. It was hilarious. And like for a serious guy like William Regal to sell that is what made it.
Mhm.
So, and then Friday we saw the return of Baron Corbin.
Mhm.
Um,
Out of
I-
nowhere.
you know what though? If Triple H does what he did with Baron Corbin in NXT, Baron Corbin's going to be fine. The
Mhm.
problem is when he got to the main roster, Vince didn't seem to really know what to do with him,
Mhm.
and it floundered. And he tried different things. It's like, dude, Triple H laid the groundwork for a lot of these guys in NXT. All you had to do is bring them up and keep them doing what they're doing. You didn't have to change a damn thing. And you're looking at that now. Trick Williams, same as he was in NXT. Javante Williams, same as he was in NXT, and it's working. Obafemi, he's just facing bigger people, but he's doing exactly what he did in NXT. So the recipe was there. All you got to do is bring him up on a bigger spotlight. You don't have to
He
change anything.
wanted his finger on everything.
Well, yeah, he didn't want it to say, well, this was the Triple H guy. Who cares? Makes your company money. At the end of the day, who cares?
Yep.
Right.
But and then I want to bring up real quick before we head out. You guys did see Sheamus is officially done with the WWE.
Yep.
It's kind of sad, but it's kind of good at the same time. They're talking about where is he going to go. I don't think he should go anywhere next. The dude has been injury prone the last couple of years, and it's like, dude, look, Big E is the biggest example of. They never said he couldn't wrestle again. They just made the suggestion you shouldn't. And he just simply goes, I don't want to ruin the way I have quality of life.
Mhm.
And I walked away from that injury where Big E should be paralyzed. I don't know if any of you watched some of the interviews he's done with the Cody podcast or the stuff. He should be paralyzed from the injury he had, but he walked away from that with no major damage. And that's why he said, you know what? I don't need to push it anymore.
Mhm.
I'm good. So I think Sheamus should be the next. Look, Braun Strowman is another one that.
Open up a training facility.
Braun Strowman's another one who was told, "Listen, we think you should retire. It's not doing well in your body." He didn't just retire. He went and started a whole show, everything on the menu. I love that show. That show is amazing.
Yeah, man.
So that's proof that look, WWE got you to where you got. Okay, it didn't work out 100%. Doesn't mean there isn't something that they can't do with you. Because guess who produces this show? WWE.
Mhm.
So just because unfortunate things happen doesn't mean we give up.
Yep.
Look,
They still see
Okay.
the talent with them.
Yeah.
They just try to, like with Braun, they're using a different platform to showcase him. He's a big dude. He likes food. Use it.
as he said
Strowman was around. There weren't really a lot of big dudes to wrestle.
Well, and as Braun Strowman said in some of the episodes, I didn't get this big for no reason.
Yeah.
So, all right, fellas. Well, we'll wrap it up here. So, go Bills.
Go Bills.